the last video, I talked about how there's a way in which life just likes its various pieces and parts to come into relationship with each other, and how by way of the increased connection between the parts, they become more connected to the whole, and in this way the parts become more whole themselves. So as human beings, we are one of the parts of life, and our bodies and lives and our consciousness are embedded and inseparable from this flow towards greater wholeness that happens. We really just can't avoid it. So the mechanism behind this is entrainment, and the principles apply on every level of our existence. So I like to call this force that drives us towards our wholeness the universal principles of entrainment. From a certain perspective, the problems we face in our bodies and lives have a lot to do with the unconscious conditioned resistance to the flow of life. It's kind of like we're standing still or trying to stand still in the strong current of a river, or in some cases we're even trying to walk upstream, and this requires an enormous amount of energy and resources to keep ourselves separate from the flow of life. Energy and resources that we don't get to use for recovering from injury, adapting to stress in our environment, healing, loving, and serving our fellow humans. In the same way that a river would kind of put pressure on your body if you were standing in it, the trials and tribulations and the symptoms we experience, they put pressure on us to kind of stop and turn and go with the flow of life. And so from this perspective, nothing is a mistake or a coincidence, not the experiences we've had in our lives, not the accidents, the injuries, not the pain or the disease, not the symptoms we're experiencing now. They all serve a purpose, that of guiding us towards our wholeness. In the words of Tony Robbins, life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. So if we're able to look at life through this lens, then the only thing that makes sense is to trust our experience, uncomfortable or otherwise, and trust that life is trying to show us something through our experience. And since all of our experiences are translated to us through our bodies, and especially through the sensations in our bodies, it's essential, if we want to move towards greater wholeness, that we turn towards those sensations and learn to allow them to be felt and experienced. And when we bring our attention to our experience in this way, we become anchored in the present moment. And the resistance I spoke of earlier lives in our body and body-mind, and it's sort of kept alive through our addiction to past traumas or our fear of the future. And so the resistance can't survive in the present moment. So when we're anchored in the present moment, the conditioned habitual resistance to the flow of life kind of starts to loosen its grip. And when the resistance softens, we're able then to sort of allow the river of life, aka the universal principles of entrainment, to sort of sweep us in the direction of our wholeness again. And if you make a regular practice of bringing your attention to your body, over time your experience will prove to you that life's trials and tribulations and the symptoms that you experience they're not a mistake. They're a doorway to your wholeness, and ultimately life is trying to show you that it's holding you. And so the work that I'm doing here at the Network Life Center is aimed at creating deep safety and ease in your nervous system so that your attention can rest in your body, so that that resistance does soften, and so then that the universal principles of entrainment can sort of sweep you towards your wholeness and towards greater trust in life. So if that's something that appeals to you, we can certainly help you here. I look forward to seeing you and speaking with you in the next video. Have a great day.